As someone that started late financially, what I'm about to tell you in this video, if I had known this earlier, I would have made a lot of progress way faster. Most people think they respect their money, but their financial life tells a completely different story. You see, your result in every area of your life tells the real truth about your actions and your strategies. Because if you had respect for your money or your future, your financial life would tell a completely different story. I know this is hard, but stay with me because you would understand where I'm coming from. Respecting your money is not in spreadsheets or cutting out coffee or all these other little things you do, especially as a late starter. That doesn't take you so far. It is what you do on a random Tuesday when you are tired, when someone needs something, and when the sales is on, when you want to spend so badly to feel good after a very stressful day or week. It is those actions that you do at those weak moments. Money isn't just a number, it is a resource you have been entrusted with. You are a steward, and stewardship is not about how much you have, it is more about what you do with what you have been given. Now, the Bible says this very plainly: whoever is faithful with little will be trusted with much. This is financial reality playing out in millions of bank accounts right now. As a late starter or beginner in finance, you can recover, you can catch up and recover all the lost time, but you must become your own number one financial priority. And this will dictate how you spend, how you invest, how you give. You have to protect and grow what you have been given. The decision to treat my money with respect and steward it well, backed by the right system for late starters, took me from minimum wage as a late starter in finance to building a seven-figure net worth in 7 years. And you don't have 40 years to figure this out slowly. So let's get into the right system. Number one, the most disrespectful person in your financial life, guess who it is? It is you, not the friend who borrows and disappears, not the family member who always has a crisis, not the economy, not your employer, not the corporation, not the cost of living. You. The more we take 100% responsibility and accountability for everything in our lives, the more we can strategize better to get out of that problem. Disrespecting your money isn't about buying expensive things. It actually looks like your paycheck hits on Friday, and by Tuesday, you genuinely cannot account for half of it. Nothing big, nothing dramatic, just the all gone. A subscription you forgot, food you didn't plan. It looks like lending money to the same person for the third time, knowing they will not pay you back and they will not put that money to good use for themselves. It's saying yes because no feels very uncomfortable for 5 minutes, not realizing that yes is costing you 5 more years. It looks like getting a raise and feeling good about it for about 2 weeks before realizing that somehow you have less at the end of the month than before. Because your lifestyle expanded the moment your income did. It looks like telling yourself that you will start investing when things settle down, when the debt is lower, when the kids are older, when the timing is right. But that timing is never coming. And every month you wait is a month of compounding that you're not getting back. Sometimes a purchase so small and so frictionless, one tap, one swipe, that it didn't even feel like a decision. But those non-decisions are making a decision for you every single day. And every time you give yourself a pass or make excuses, you are accepting inconsistent treatment from yourself, setting the standard so low with inconsistency and lack of accountability. And here is what that actually does over time. Every time you break a promise to yourself about money, you send yourself a very cold message that your goals do not matter enough to be protected and that your future can wait 1 more month, that you are not someone who follows through, and your financial life actually reflects those decisions that you made. Every single time you give yourself a pass, for example, next month, I've been stressed, life happened. That is not self-compassion. That is you accepting inconsistent treatment for yourself. Everything around you would restructure to believe that. As a late starter, you already have lost years of compounding time. So every small decision that you make is costing you years that you actually don't have. Number two, Most people work hard their entire life and still live in survival month to month because working hard and stewarding money are two completely different skills that you have to learn. And you can spend a lifetime doing one, which is working hard, while neglecting the other, which is stewarding and growing the money that you receive. Number three, the real cost for you. So now let me show you what this actually is costing you in numbers, because this is where it gets real. The median retirement savings for someone in their 40s right now in America is $37,700. But financial planners say that you need between $180 and $360,000 saved by 50 years just to be on track. Most people have $37,000. And here is what makes that number devastating for late starters specifically. A 25-year-old has 35 to 40 years of compounding time ahead of them. They can recover, they can course correct. They have one asset that erases almost every financial mistake, which is time. They have time. You starting late, you don't have that much time. Maybe 15 years, maybe 20, but 15 years of leaked money, broken promises to yourself, and lack of accountability and boundaries does not build the freedom that you're looking for. It builds the exact retirement that you are terrified of, which is working into your 70s, depending on Social Security, watching your health decline while your account balance stays the same. And that is not a distant worst case scenario. That is the default destination for someone on your current path who never changes their relationship with money. If you don't change your relationship with money, that is the path you're heading towards. And here is the part that nobody says out loud. You're not on this path because of the economy. You are on this path because you treated your future like an afterthought, like it will somehow sort itself out, like there is always another month for you to delay and procrastinate or make excuses or blame everyone else. But the cost of waiting is not the same as someone that is 22 years old or 25 years old that has a lot of time to recover. So let's talk about how you can actually fix this. Because what you tolerate from yourself with money, you will tolerate that with other people. You tolerate it from other people. If you treat your money like a revolving door, people will walk through it like one. The family member who always has a crisis, and somehow you always have a solution to it, even when your bank account cannot afford it. The friend who borrows and ghosts you, the guilt trip even when your savings account is empty. In those moments, you're not being generous. You're giving from a place of scarcity because maintaining boundaries feels very uncomfortable for you at that time. And your future self is paying for everyone else's comfort. Generosity from abundance is a blessing, but giving from scarcity because you cannot hold boundary, that is self-destruction dressed up as kindness. For me, when I finally set the standard, not perfectly, but consistently, the people around me adjusted and the request slowed down a lot. Because when you respect your money, people learn to respect it also. Your money is not available to everyone who asks for it. You are a steward. You're supposed to grow and build what you've been given. Your money has a destination, it has a job, and anything that tries to redirect it, be it your own impulse, someone else's emergency, a sale that feels too good for you to pass, those things should meet the standard and the boundaries you already put in place. So here are the actionable steps that I took that you can take that will help you recover and move fast. Number one, audit the leak. Get the last 60 days of your bank statement. Every transaction, print them, look at every single line without minimizing, without skipping the uncomfortable ones. You are going to see something. You will notice patterns. These patterns would show how you're spending impulsively or where you gave from scarcity. The patterns will also show money leaving with your permission and completely without your attention. See it because you cannot steward what you refuse to look at. With these patterns, you can now take actions to plug the leaks. Number two, automate the respect. Before your paycheck reaches your hand, before life gets in the way, before emotions get to it, before your friends call or the sales goes live, Your money should already be moving in your favor. Your savings should be automatic, investment should be automatic, debt repayment should be also automatic. The system runs on your worst days, the system runs on your best days. Willpower is very unreliable, especially when emotions are involved, but automation is not. It moves with or without you. When I built this structure, my emergency fund built itself. My student loan debt paid itself off. My investment compounded all in the background while I was busy doing life. Not because I became more disciplined, but because the structure held the standard for me. Discipline breaks under pressure sometimes, but automation, it holds at all times. Number three, hold the line. Money that has a destination does not move. You set these boundaries with yourself first, and then only then can you hold it with everyone else. This is what stewardship looks like. This standard holds when you're tired, when someone tries to shift the emergency to you. You must hold the boundary because your future finally matters as much as your actions. If you want help building this structure, I am hosting a free 1 hour workshop where I'll walk you through the exact system that I used to go from minimum wage to building a 7-figure net worth in just 7 years, even when I started so late with a minimum wage job. The link is in the description. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.